32. Of Repentance unto Life. September the 3rd, 1956. Good morning, friends. A much misunderstood biblical word is repentance. For many people, repentance means being sorry for one's sins. But sorrow is not repentance. Many people are sorry for their sins because their consequence has been trouble, not because they hate sin itself. True repentance means, first of all, hating sin. Second, it involves a change of direction, a turning away from sin and a walking towards God and a trust in Him. And third, an active obedience to the Lord. Repentance and conversion are the same words, derived from the same biblical declarations, but conversion has in our day lost its original meaning, which is to turn back, to change directions, and has become identified instead with regeneration, being born again. When God, by His saving grace, regenerates a man, that new life reveals itself immediately in repentance. Repentance is therefore the fruit of a changed life, the outcome of regeneration. Gordon H. Clark speaks of repentance as a lifelong process, an aspect of repentance which we too seldom consider, but which is nevertheless central. Too often repentance is left to the sinner newly coming to Christ. Certainly such repentance is all-important. The sinner needs to be told that all sin is under the condemnation of God, but that no sin is so great as to bring condemnation to the truly repentant. We are called upon to make confession to God, not to men, privately and not publicly. The confession must be specific, but it need not be detailed or exhaustive. It is not total or exhaustive confession that secures forgiveness of sins, but the grace of God, which extends pardon to the humble and the contrite of heart. If we have offended others, we need to seek their forgiveness also by a simple confession of our offence. But again, it is not the act of confession or its particulars which are of value, but the repentant heart. But repentance does not end with our salvation. It is a continuing result of it. Because our sanctification is not complete, and because we daily err in our obedience, we need daily in prayer to seek forgiveness. Repentance is a lifelong process, and its outcome is continuous growth in grace and holiness. Another outcome of repentance is blessedness or happiness. The psalmist tells us, quote, "Blessed is he whose transgression is forgiven, whose sin is covered. Blessed is the man unto whom the Lord imputeth not iniquity, and in whose spirit there is no guile. I acknowledge my sin unto thee, and mine iniquity have I not hid. I said, I will confess mine transgressions unto the Lord, and thou forgavest the iniquity of my sin. Many sorrows shall be to the wicked, but he that trusteth in the Lord, mercy shall compass him about. Be glad in the Lord, and rejoice ye righteous, and shout for joy, all ye that are upright in heart." Psalm 32, 1 and 2, 5, 10 and 11. Happiness is the outcome of repentance, because the repentant man walks in the confidence not only of forgiveness, but in the growing joy of victory. Past sins and temptations become the means of present grace toward future victory. According to John Bunyan, quote, "Temptations, when we meet them at first, are as the lion that roared upon Samson, but if we overcome them, the next time we see them, we shall find a nest of honey within them." End quote. Repentance unto life, therefore, becomes for us not only a saving grace, but sustaining grace. It turns to the Lord in confidence of His love and care, and of His grace unto victory in our lives. It can say, in the words of a Hindu Christian, "If there is aught of worth in me, it comes from Thee alone. Then keep me safe, for so, O Lord, Thou keepest but Thine own." Narayan Vaman Tilak, 1861 to 1919.